little more to the left and then you will catch
No, it's your being
Yeah.
interviewed.
Okay then, Ruby, can you tell me your name, please?
Ruby Francis.
Ruby Francis.
Nima Cambridge.
Okay. So, here we are doing a little interview with Ruby. Call her Ruby. And what we're talking about is our time growing up in Jamaica.
Yeah.
So this is what we're talking about. So tell me a little bit about yourself growing up in Jamaica as a child and what it was like
Okay.
going to school in Jamaica.
Well, my Jamaican childhood was,
Go on, talk, man.
it was
Go, give me
good.
the mind.
It was good because we always run all over the place, you know. We have big property. Big property.
Okay.
And we go to school, but we always go to school barefoot.
Barefoot.
After we start to turn like a big now, then we start to wear
So
shoes.
why did you go to school barefoot? Were your parents
Because
that poor they
no,
couldn't afford to...
they couldn't afford for shoes, all of us to go to school.
Right.
Then we start to wear crepe. They call it, what they used to call it crepe
Buka.
again? No man.
No, man, we are one
Me
name.
a cat, something like that, no? I think so.
There was a name for them shoes there, you know.
Yeah.
I can't remember what there was a name for them
Yeah.
shoes there.
And we live about a mile and a half from the school.
From the school.
Or maybe a little more.
Mm-hmm.
And she always, sometime when she don't have anything, she will come carry lunch, come pathway, come meet we. And we run, come pathway, man, and we eat and drink river water. We're gone.
Okay.
Yeah, and we was quite happy. Very happy, you know?
So you never eat
And-
lunch at school, you
No,
meet
we
your
never
mom,
get, no, we
you
never.
sit at the roadside,
Yes,
eat
yes,
the lunch,
yes,
and then go back.
and go back.
So when people are drive past and see you eat lunch, when
No,
they would...
no, man, where we eat, where she come meet us, is not a driving road.
Oh, okay.
It's not a driving road. Then we have a hill, we call it Spring Hill. So we run down Spring Hill and run up Spring Hill and then go out on the main road and go to school.
Okay,
So
okay.
then we meet her down at Spring Hill,
Mm.
you know. And we couldn't keep a lot of company. But when we go out, we never have a lot of friends.
Right.
But when we go out, it's a different business, you know.
Okay.
Coming from school with teeth for people, them guava and them apple and anything we can catch
Mm.
with teeth.
So if they catch you up and...
Nothing, they run with us, now we run.
Okay.
Yeah, they run with us, now we run. You
I know it's your interview, but that remind me of, I was coming from school one day and this man have a mango tree outside the front of his house. And we decided to climb the man mango tree. But the man has some cow. And you have a thing called cow lash. I don't know if you know what a cow lash is like. Something that they use.
Yeah.
You have a cow lash. So when the man come, all my friend them, when I catch the mango, they see the man, so they run leave me.
Oh God.
So now, I'm in this mango tree, and the man come down on the tree and he have this cow lash. And he say, boy, where are you doing with you? Get down here. But the man know me, know my father and everything, but I think he might go lick me with his cow lash. So I'm not coming down. And him underneath this tree, my friend and run gone left me. So, I see a limb out there and I decided, I said, I'm going to jump to catch this limb and swing off
Oh my God.
and left the man. So when I jump to catch a limb,
Broke off.
no, I miss. And drop down in the bush. I broke my hand. So carry on.
There was a lady live, she named Miss Luce. So we used to call her Nocinda Plus. Nickname, you know, we call her Nocinda Plus. But when we got Eve, Mr. Powell go over, she always watch we. And because she always watch we now, we always call her Nocinda Plus.
Oh.
And one day she said to my cousin, say, you not come after nothing but plus.
Too much plus.
You not come after nothing but plus. You know? So it was good. In the evening we go home, we always go for water because in the morning we have to go to school, so we don't have no time to do that. We get up in the morning and we feed the pig and, you know, sweep up the yard and things like that for school. But in the evening now, we go river, we zinc pipe and we head. We catch the water and we come up back and we boil pig feed and then, you know, we stay in and we roast corn and we roast cashew, play upscotch and things like that, do our homework and, but mind you, we have to have a bath before 6 o'clock because we have to get 6 o'clock prayer, so we have to clean.
Okay.
We get 6 o'clock prayer. Yeah. And in the morning now, we get up and we sweep up the yard and we have breakfast and, feed them and we go to school.
So what kind of games you used to play? What game that you used to play that really entice you with your friend?
With my friend then, we always play cashew
Cashew.
and gig. You know gig?
Yeah, man, I know gig.
Yeah,
Gig is the one where you wrap this big string around it. But that's not a girl game.
No, it's a boy game. But I was like a tomboy. Climb tree like any puss. Climb tree like any puss.
So who used to make your gig?
My brother them.
Oh, your brother make a gig?
My brother them, yeah man.
You don't know what a gig is.
No,
What's
you
this?
don't know.
A gig is something like,
Because I bet you we have it over here and we just
Take up
Yes.
one of them something there.
yeah, a gig is something similar like this. It's
Yeah.
the top of it is like this,
Yeah.
but this part come off like a shape and it have a nail in it.
Yeah. And you wrap the card.
So you wrap the card around it from down here, go up, and then you just fling it like that.
Yeah.
And it spins on the ground. And then we will take a finger and put it into it like this and pick it up while it's spinning. And you will hold it in your hand and we can go to the girl and just push it like this in the girl hand.
Yeah.
And just send it in the hand and spin and then
Because it's like a spinning top.
yeah, like a spinning top type of
I
thing.
think
But we
used to
call
just
it gig.
Yeah, we call it spinning top.
Yeah.
But you use a card to play it. You wrap the card around it
Yeah.
and then play it. But we used to use with other things. So like we as boy then, we will play like pinkies. I think called pinkies. So what you do, we put up a stick, we put a ring and put up a stick into it. And then you say pink is one head, or pink is two head, or pink is three head.
Yeah.
So if I say pink is three head and I play and that stick come out, you have to put on your gig in the ring. And I'm gonna play to burst your gig. So I'm gonna like play like this and I will play into your gig. Probably chip off piece of it or split it in two. It's a game.
And then after prayer now, we can't go out and play and make no noise. The place have to be calm and quiet. My dad them always, sometimes we read Bible, sometimes my dad tell we a Nancy story, sometimes he tell a ghost story, and you know, that's how I come to know about bag walk.
Tell me if you what the story where you know.
You see, that's why I come to know about bag walk. How the man make the ghost walk in the bag. So through that they call it bag walk.
Okay.
Yeah.
So back one get the name.
The name, I think is Nallis or Middleton, something like that.
Okay.
And there was two men, one named Sykes and one named Doughtal. Well, the Doughtal one, his grandson, I know him when I was a little girl. His grandma named Daddy.
Mm-hmm.
The whole cool them, you know. And both of them, Sykes and Doughtal, they used to fight with each other. Say, who's the better one? With ghosts, you know.
Ghosts, mhm.
Yeah. And them mash up people, one of them was beat him riding donkey back way. Yeah, when he want to mess with people, he riding donkey back way when he know school over.
Okay.
And then you know school children, they make game of time and laugh, and then he eat them. Sore foot, rotten nose, all kind of, you know, horribleness him do to them.
Oh.
Yeah. And him say one day him just go to the train station and ask about walk, you know, ask the station agent how far the train is. And the station agent say, him don't know. Everybody know him, you know, and was say bad, so everybody afraid for him. And him sit down and when he hear the train, I come in, he's put his head on the train line. Yeah, and he head jump over this one, his body there, so.
Then kill himself? Oh my God.
That is Doughtal. Sykes now, him said to him wife one day, put 3 chairs on the veranda because we expect visitor. And the wife put the chair out there. And the police jeep drive up and 3 police come. And they sit down on the chair and they fall asleep. And they sleep the whole day till night, till wake them and tell them what time for them go. But they go harass him, you know, go search him house. And he put them to sleep. Yeah.
Wow.
So my dad always tell us all them little, you know, them little story there, yeah. Even him said that his auntie husband was a bad man. He was very, very vile and wicked. And about his stepdaughter, that time wife daughter, she used to learn pianist. She was a pianist and, you know, nice girl. And one day she just get up and said, Mama, call her mother Mama, I come into bush with her today. And she said, my father said, the lady was a bit shock. You know, say, well, she want to go bush. And him say, yeah, make she come. And go bush, and as she bend down and a urine, and the lizard run right up.
Oh my God.
And she just dead on the spot, and the lizard,
Ooh. The lizard was gone.
yeah. So the thing is now, my dad saying baby brother, his mom in the kitchen and the baby asleep. And she get up and go in the house, go look on the baby. She see one mongoose on the bed with the baby. And the mongoose are grown and I come off of the bed, blood a trail behind him. Suck out the baby blood, the baby dead.
Oh my God. I hear this
And
story before.
Them say that man in control the whole community. In control the whole community, how him wicked. And him say when the man dead, him say that when him dead, him know nobody carrying coffin. Then he tie a man on a donkey.
You can't carry from a donkey.
And that then do. And my father said when him dead, I'm auntie husband, you know. My father said when him dead, them put him on him face. Because my father said he was a boy when him dead, him did young. They turn him down on him face and chain him up and pack stone on top of him. And chain up the coffin, and chain it up on the donkey. And drive it through him down in the hole and dump
So they dry it on the ground?
And through him in the hole and dump him up. And my father said when him did a sick, he called for peony, lizard, mongoose, dog, everything he called for eat.
He was pulling.
Them they call for
call it
eat.
pull.
He call them to go and them to eat. Them say he him work with. That's why he want them to eat. So, you know, that's what him used to. At that time when him tell me, them always tell me about the Bible and about Christ and Satan and then Anansi story and then ghost story and you know.
Well, I know Anansi's story. When they tell you Anansi's story is alright, but when they tell you Duppy's story, you go to bed. Or you sleep.
We sleep, man. We sleep. Because the thing is, we never afraid. Because my mom, she was a real, what you call him, a real conqueror. They call her prayer warrior. And I know it's going 5 years since she did and people still are cry for her now. So nothing could come across there. Nothing couldn't happen. My mom said at night time when she going to bed, she said she can't afford to put her night clothes and dress up go to bed. She get a clean dress and she sleep in there and her shoes near the bedside. Because she said anytime the door knock she ready. Because people always come knock at night time and beg for prayer. One night one girl come there with her baby half dead. And me tell her my mom jump up you see and Jesus Christ God. Whoa! It was hell that night. And when the baby cry out, everybody happy. Because the baby, you know. So we never afraid. We never afraid because we know say them is there to back us up.
So if your mother was such a powerful prayer warrior, why you turn to be a Jezebel?
Well,
Can you find your way back?
Remember, I tell you, she asked me say if I forget the promise.
The promise that you made.
And after I make the promise and leave, it's still in here bothering me. You know, Satan don't trouble bad people, you know. It's
I
good
know,
people
I know.
don't trouble.
That's why the devil come
Why does it eat after trouble?
the devil come to kill, to
Steal
steal,
and
and
to
to destroy.
And
And he know who to
And
attack.
he look
Yeah,
for
that's
the
right.
weakest point and attack you.
Mhm.
When you not even realize.
If you're on his side
See?
working for him,
No.
he'll not trouble you.
I know. Because Satan know that God have a plan for your life.
Yes.
So he bring all type of things to distract you.
Yes.
I baptized at the age of 15, but then I turned away from Christ.
Yes.
I was out there for a long time. I've been through so much things where my life could have gone. And sometimes when I go down on my knees to pray, I say, God, you are so wonderful. You are so
Because
great.
remember, you know, Satan can up on the mountain and show him all the beauty, you know. And if him can do that to God, we're going to do to us.
Look who we.
You see, so that is the example God set for us and show us so well. The devil will do, you know. But the world people, them really, you know, and I want to meet see them up there, sir? See two of them there? I want to meet my mom and dad. I want to meet them when my time comes.
Just stay on the track, stay on the straight and
I want to
narrow.
meet them, you know.
You know?
I want to meet them.
You're coming from a far way, and God bring you this far. You know, so.
And I come here and He provide for me so
Amen.
much. He provide for me so much that there is a lot to give him thanks for. You know, there is a lot to give him thanks for because he really see me through.
Yes.
He really see me through. And I have my one son, and I never know that I could get pregnant again because I have about 3 miscarriages before him. And when I found out that I was pregnant with him, I couldn't believe. At the age of 39, you know, I couldn't believe.
Yeah, Aaron, my son, when my mom got pregnant with her, she was almost 40.
Wow.
And the doctor told us that she must get rid of the child because the child can either come born,
Babsick,
crippled, paralyzed or
Yeah,
something.
funny.
They call us in the hospital and they sit us down and then give us all various reasons why she should have bought the child.
That's in Jamaica.
Oh, no, over here, in London, Park Royal Hospital.
Oh, the age of 40.
Mm-hmm. They sit us down and they give us
That's very common now.
several reasons why she should get rid of the child. Because if the child can either born crippled, paralyzed, or whatever it is. And she had her child, and look at her.
And
Nothing wrong with him. Yeah.
So you know, my Jamaica life, it wasn't all that horrible. You know? It was okay. It was okay. And my upbringing was, you know, because on Sundays when everybody out at the ballroom and play, we have to get ready to go Sunday school. You know, sometimes we vex, you see.
And you can't miss Sunday school.
No.
Because when it appears in Sunday school, it means Sunday school.
Yes,
and when it's a church, they mean
and
church.
And at night time we gone at the night service and gone at the altar, gone kneel down. You know, sometimes we don't want to go altar, you know, but we get up and we go. You understand?
If we think about how much time we go to altar. Much time we go to altar growing up as a child. When you go to altar for, you do something and you think so when you go to church the next day, you get so when you go to altar, you go and bend and ask God to forgive them.
Yes.
Tomorrow you go and do the same thing again.
And after I got town and start to live life and break out and, you know, begin to go pub, go party and, you know, places. Go places, you know. You cool, Ivan?
Yeah, and you know what? I just remembered something. Carry on with the video.
Go party and, you know, drink and, you know. Even one night I was trying out some little ganja with my friend then. But I couldn't go on with it because I coughed too much. I couldn't do it.
I'll give you a little testimony about the same ganja thing as you bring it up. I was smoking ganja when I was growing up. And I remember one day I went to, because I did running from home and live in Kingston. And I went to some friend in Band Street for truly playing near the Currituck Market.
I know Band Street.
And the guy, I think it was about 5 or 6 of them, they sit in a group and they have the chillum pipe.
Oh Lord.
And they load the chillum pipe and they light it. So when they light it, it's like we said, you light it. So it come to you first.
And then you
Then
pass
it
Yeah,
come
pass
to
it to
you.
the left hand
Pass
side.
the pen.
Then it come to me.
Pass it to the left hand side.
Then it come to me now. So when it reach to me, and I take out and go to it and let out. Go back into it again, come out and let out and then pass it round. As soon as I pass it round, I feel my throat. No,
Yes.
like I was sitting there until it go round back. But then start to load it again for the second round. But while I load it back, I sit there and I feel my throat dry, like I want some water. And I get up from the group I was sitting and I walk to the kitchen and I said, Nalda, can I have a glass of water, please? No, I don't know if you know these glass. They used to be, the top of them wider than the bottom.
Yeah.
And they're like, the bottom part of it is rough and the top part smooth, like two
I
glass.
think I have one in there, you
Yeah.
know.
And Nalda full, they call it quart glass, like a quart pot. She full of a glass of water and she handed it to me. And I turned up my head like this and all I could hear is crup, crup, crup. I finished that glass of water and my throat was as dry as I never have anything. And I handed her back the glass and I walked back towards them. But while I was walking back to them, I feel funny.
Yeah.
So I end up don't go back to them, I head up through the gate. And I get back outside and through the plane, and I was walking down Band Street towards Coronation Market. That time I was living with a lady that have a cook shop inside the Coronation Market. And when I was going down Band Street,
The fresh air take you now.
my body,
The
my
fresh
head
air
started to
take you now,
spin.
Yeah.
But it's like my body was spinning all the way from my head to my foot. Everything
Yeah,
was going
yeah.
ups and down like this. I was feeling. So when I reached down to Spanish Town Road, instead of me going to Coronation Market, I find myself going towards Parade.
Oh, Jesus.
But when I was going towards Parade, I find out I was running. And I hear a voice say to me, if you run, you're gonna murder.
Oh, Jesus
I
Christ.
turn and I look behind me, there's nobody behind me. So I still carry on running. And I hear the same voice again. If you run, you're gonna murder. And I turn back. And I walk back to Coronation Market and I go into the market. And the lady that I was there with, she have a cook shop in there, she said cook food. I share with a place a rice and peas and chicken. And underneath the stall in the market, that's where they pack the thing, but they're sleeping underneath it sometimes.
So you sit down underneath, you know.
And I eat that plate of food.
And then you
And I
start
go
to
underneath
sleep.
there. And I fell asleep. And when I wake up, the shirt we have on, it
Wet.
was soaking wet. You could literally wring water out of the shirt. And I feel better. And I said, not again. After that, I leave and I went back to country. One day I went to this guy and I buy a little bump of weed from him and I make a clip and I sit them outside my father's house. And I was smoking. And I felt the same little thing start to come back onto me again.
You dash away.
Dash it away.
Yeah.
And stupid me again, go and do that third one again. I was in Kingston again. Building that stiff and grandfather around the rail again. And the same feelings come back. And from that I said, that's it.
Yeah.
And I pack up weed smoking. I never smoke weed again
Yeah,
since
me
that.
take a draw and me cough like hell. Me one night me cough. So friend that me never really, but me drink the tea though. Me drink the tea, you know.
The tea, my father nearly mad from the tea. My father drink the tea and he run almost mad. So I never drink with tea. And one other guy that they went to bush to work, and the guy who was working with, they cook rice and then steam
Oh Jesus.
the ganja, feed the vegetable, like we steam callaloo.
Yeah.
And that guy, he eat and he sleep
Poor thing.
the whole rest of the afternoon. When he finished work and ready for go home, he was still sleeping. They left him a bush and he sleep out the night. And the next morning when he come back, he was still sleeping.
Oh Jesus.
But he wake up after and he was alright.
Oh Jesus.
So them something there, you
Yeah.
know, they
Yeah,
take
it
the
mash you. Yeah, me take a draw, but me couldn't handle it. You know, me cough like hell. But me drink the tea. When me drink the tea, me sleep out the whole day. Sleep, you see? Sit down all at the roadside and the bus at panic clock and all of that. Because I'm a friend, me cough. When me up in there, me sit down on the clock, you know, a big clock there, all over. Me sit down on the, kind of, you walk on the step, you know. Me sit down with me up in there, and the bag, me say, up in here. I sleep, me did I sleep, you know.
Even I'm telling you, we have some real
Yeah.
we have some real story to tell.
I could remember one night, you know, when I live in Olava Bay, we open this little cook shop, you know, like a cook shop, and at the back now we do dressmaking at the back and we do baking and all kind of little things. And the lady, she had the lady for the house, you know, and it was 4 of us. Me worked there and 2 girls she adapt. So 4 of us was there. And the night our man come there, Mr. Wint, and claims that she have man. So they didn't, where all we live, we never have a door, but we have a curtain. So me lay down and me hear, pie! I'm here, you know. And I get up and me sit down and me hear again, tell me the truth, pie! Me say, Gloria, wake up. Mr. Wint and beat me sit down and Gloria jump up. And we listen, and we hear another blow. And we jump up, you see. And we run that shop and we grab the machete. And Gloria grab the rolling pin. And Mr. Wint run. Because we there all over, you know, and Lindsay him live, you know. So him left Lindsay, left him wife.
Oh,
Yes, the sibling is in Kipu, man.
Okay.
On the side. But he jealous over her. And I grabbed the machete. And Gloria grabbed the rolling pin. And Mr. Wint run. That was at midnight, you know. And him don't know nobody, you know. Him don't know nobody whole over, you know. he run up Lorraine Avenue and we took off back and we, you know, with night clothes, you know.
Oh, God.
Mhm. Anyhow, when you run up the more, them did I do some housework, so some stone did, you know, and he jump in a stone, you could see he start to stone we were.
Oh, because them time they back home.
We have to
You
run
have
back,
people
you know.
broke stone on the road.
Yeah.
So stone back up all more.
We have to run, yeah man, we have to run like hell, that's what I'm mad with stone. You know, so those days,
It's fun.
and still I wasn't a vile person, but I only, you know, I only just, you know, out of heart, just rude. But thank God.
So tell me about your first fight at school then.
Oh, yeah, me and this guy. I don't remember what happened at the play field, but we catch a fight. I mean, hold on, you know, me grab him in there, so. And he give me one thump in my mouth, you know. Thump on me teeth, and me tap lip surgeons. And I grab it, you see. When me react, I do so with my tongue. I feel my teeth.
The teeth loose.
I grab him, you see. Then it did slim too, you know. You know, then slim people are tough. I grab him, you see, man, and one fight in the play field with me and him. One fight. But he couldn't manage me. No, man, that time I tall and slim, you know. That time I was about 13 or so. I give him hell. I give him hell. Yeah. Well, we never do much fighting at school.
So he punch you
He punched me out.
and you give him a beating.
Yes.
And what happened after that?
Well, not much. They used to mock me, you know, laugh after me.
So teacher never called you up on that?
Teacher called me. But because they see me teeth come out, we never catch no trouble.
Oh, okay.
But him catch the trouble.
Right.
Yeah, and then call Mr. Redway. That's
So
what
who
he
caused the
called
fight then?
I don't remember how the fight go, you know. I don't remember what really happened, but me end up in the middle. All of us step on the play field, you know. And I know I can't remember what happened, but me know say me end up in the middle of the fight.
Oh, God.
Yeah. So, you know, I was a bit of a... Because
A
out
bit of
of
tomboy.
all of us, and I was a tomboy, climb tree like any puss. Man, coconut tree, any tree, I ready for climb. And go bush and dig yam and... You know, I was quite active and... Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, my mother was like that. She climbed breadfruit tree, she
Yeah,
did
yeah,
yam,
yeah.
my mother was like that.
And when I live in Holava with my first boyfriend, he met the devil fool him and him go lick me one day. Lord God, boy, I tell you, see.
But the devil fool him.
Satan from Satan from you.
You hear that thing, man?
Man,
So he met the devil
he
fool
met the
him.
devil fool him, you know. And come back to me. Jesus Christ, I tell you, man.
You're beating it.
Hell let loose that Hell let loose that day in that house.
I can just imagine.
Man, I was like a wild cat. And he was a big man, you know, big Muslim man. I mean, I'm slim from, you know. So when he backs me, he go like I see, I just go like
Winky.
this. And grab him, so you see. And him frightened. Him frightened me grab him.
I never expect that.
He never expect that. But when me and him start talk, people when we tell me say, be careful, I know, he love using hand. He love using hand. Because he's a nice guy and, you know, me say, well, he's not going to lick me because 2 minutes me not do nothing for me and him, you know. And you say him backs me, Lord have mercy. I grab him, you see, and I grab the lampshade, and the lampshade drop out of my hand. And as the lampshade, I'm back like beer in the table, full back like beer,
And
you
you
know.
take the bottle.
Then he head there so shine, you know. Now pan the back, you see, and like bang, bang, bang in my head, and blood begin go like this. And he do so. And just I jump out of the door and pick up 2 stones and say, if you think you're bad, come on the doorway. He couldn't come out of the house, man. He couldn't come out. He couldn't come out, you know. No. Even at the house, I hold up his head like this. He couldn't come to the door, I'd have floor him.
I bet you know the Canada man in his life again.
And one day me and him have this argument and him come say, hey, I will back, Mr. What?
Again after that?
I'm going to run for my shit. He said, hear him. And he start to cuss.
So you never remember when he get the first time?
He remember when he hear him. He start to queer, me start to cuss. See me with the machete. I want you to touch me. I go with the machete on the ground, you know. Me take one stool and me sit up on the stool. Me say, I want you to touch me. That's what me take the machete. See me with the machete on the ground. Touch me if you think you're bad. Touch me. Touch me if you think you're bad. Hear him. Yes. You think how you come bust me head? And never. Never. One day me were ramp and he lick me. You know.
Right.
Play and that, you know. Me say, you lick me hat, you know. Me say, oh, sorry. Yeah. Yeah.
Subscribe.
But thank God, you know. Yeah. Even since I come here, me and my neighbor catch up. Neighbor live down there, sir. His boy and my boy, both of them are same age.
Let me cut up this bit. Yeah. Wow.